Hello, everybody. Okay, I am just getting situated here. We had a little technical difficulty. It's totally fine, rolling with it. So I was originally going to do this from my phone and be able to show you um, the Torus field. You're not going to be able to see my feet during this live. Um, but that is okay. We're going to do the best we can here. So we also have some ladies from Zoom. I'm so excited. This is really cool. And let me just get some notes up here. So something I'm really excited about sharing with you is one of my favorite meditations that I have ever learned in my life, which is the Torus Field Meditation. It is a way to build and affect the subtle energy of our biofield, of our Torus field. And let me see here. Because of our technical difficulty, I lost one of my screens. So just bear with me. This is one of my first times going live. So something I wanted to explain about the Torus field is, okay. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. So the Torus field is, hold on, wait. It's bringing up. Hi, welcome. It's so good to see you. I'm not going to be able to do the chat and the Zoom today but I appreciate all your love and feedback. Whatever you want to put there, I will be able to read later. So the Torus field is, we also call it the biofield, and it's around every human being, every living thing on this earth. And it's a concept that I love that is not just our, within our physical body, but it's affecting our emotional body as well. And so the Torus field extends 6 feet all around us. And it's this donut-like shaped energy field, and it moves around in a circle, and it's also moving up and down and all around and coming back in to the body. And we're also going to be bringing down energy today, cycling that. And I'm going to be sharing another video with you where I go in a bit deeper about the Torus field. And today is really about learning the meditation. And the reason why I want to just jump right into this practice is because, hi, Lovey. Hello, Bridget. Hello, Becca. The reason I want to jump into the Torus field practice is because sometimes when we're learning about all the science, all the data about it, we just get too much in our heads. And I really want you to be able to pay attention to what's going on in your body, in your subtle field, and explain that to you. So I'm going to go ahead and in the chat, will you let me know, can you hear my microphone? How is the sound? Should I turn it up? Is it good? Let me know, because I want to take off the headphones. Okay, great. Sounds great. Okay, good. All right. So this Torus field meditation is so good for energy clearing and tuning into your body, because one thing I love about it is that it's not following Kundalini breathing and breathing in the energy, which follows our spine. This is going in our body through the center of our body. So this axis, right? So it's the center from the top down, and it's from the center this way and the center this way. So we really want to think of the center of the center of the center. And think of like a channel that opens up, coming down through you like a cord. And when we do this meditation, it's really important to remember that we want to have kind of like loose knees. You don't want to get stuck in a rigid position, but kind of loose knees. And we want to like keep our pelvic and hip bones, we want to kind of square them. So we're not leaning back. We don't want to do a pelvic tilt. We want to bring that forward and more of a pelvic tuck. And so while I'm talking to you and you're following along, let's just give a light bounce. Just bounce and just kind of feel into the energy, loosens things up. And another meditation we'll do on another day is doing a lymphatic drainage, which also uses like similar bouncing, and we go all the way up through the chakras. So sometimes I like bringing my hands up, just kind of want to get a little floppy there, and then coming back to a stillness. Just kind of rotate your hips. Exit with an audible ah. And now tune into just what you're noticing about your body. How do you feel? Are there any places that are feeling tight? Anything feeling stuck? And just notice, this isn't about a fix and change. It's about just finding that awareness. And we'll check in afterwards and see what we're feeling. So just tuning in. And now as we begin the learning portion of this, we're going to go through the sequences. We're going to be doing them today 9 times each, which is the minimum time that I recommend that you do for each sequence. And what's important to know about the Torus field is that we're going to be imagining a light 3 feet down into the earth, 3 feet above, and we're going to be connecting these energy points and running this energy up and down our body, moving our arms around in that shape of the torus. And what's important to know is that it's really kind of easy to imagine and feel the energy coming out to the sides because of our arms and hands moving this way. But what I want you to pay attention to as well, give more attention to, is the front and the back of you. So sometimes it helps to just kind of do a little spherical turn. So that way you can get a sense of, you know, obviously your arms aren't 6 feet long, but you're getting a sense of front and back, right? So we're imagining this whole sphere, 6 feet all around. And the other thing I want to share with you that's really important is that the center of our palms is so powerful. So if you close your hands like this and you touch your fingers to the center of your palm, this is known as your 8th pericardium, and really connected to that heart center. And this is a very, very powerful center. It's the reason why when we go like this and we're like, stop, people are like, whoa, because they are feeling that energy from your body, right? It's why moms tell us don't point, because when you do, you are sending energy out. So our hands are so incredibly powerful. And the other thing is that we're also going to be engaging our solar plexus as well, which is about 3 fingers above the navel. And so this solar plexus right here is very dense, right? Solar. It's why our core, right? It's really dense right here in the center. And so when we're moving this toroidal energy through our body, we want to make sure to do the energy exchange. So we're going to be breathing up, doing the energy exchange at the solar plexus, reaching all the way up and then coming back around. And so we want to do the energy exchange at the solar plexus because it's so dense and able to hold so much energy. We don't want to store energy in other centers because they're not as strong and as powerful. It's kind of like you're going to blow your circuits, right? So that's what's really important, is to do that energy exchange. And there are 3 sequences in the Torus Field Meditation, which one is, first we start with the ground because we want to be grounding our energy. So that's where we're going to pull up that light. So when you see in your mind's eye this white or gold, I like to do white or golden. Truth is, it can be any color that you want it to. Color is medicine. So if your mind is putting in green, red, let it be that, because our body is so attuned and knows what kind of medicine that we need for ourselves. So trust your body. And so when we're bringing this energy up, we're going to have that light come up through the ground. You'll see it come up. And when it hits about when it hits your perineum, you're going to, right, the center of the center this way. Now is where you're going to see that light. And what I think about, like, our hands are kind of like the elevator that's going to move the light up into our body, right? So even though I'm moving my hands in front of myself, the activity is going on in the center of the center, and it's matching with our hands, with the center. So when we feel it come up and hit that perineum, we're pulling it up through the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth energy center, and circling back around. Then when we go to the second sequence, we're going to have that light 3 feet above, and we're going to be breathing that down. And again, making that energy exchange and feeling that light. Now, if you can't see the light in your mind's eye, that is completely okay. What I want you to do is get attuned with how this light feels inside your body. And how it feels. So our third sequence is, and this is my favorite, this is where I really start feeling the activations. You're going to see that light 3 feet above, 3 feet below. And now we're going to bring them down simultaneously. And if your hand gets here before your other hand comes down, then it's fine. Just stop and pause. Let it get there. And I want you to feel the light merge with itself, and then feel the subtle separation of it. And you're coming up, and then you kind of turn your hands out, and then we'll breathe that down again. And you're going to feel that light coming in down through the crown, connecting here, making the exchange, and all the way up, back around. So are there any questions that you have so far? I'm just going to wait for a second. And if not, that's all good. We can get started. Oh, Daniele, hello, love. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. And it doesn't matter that you can't see my feet, that's okay. All right, so everybody just get a little bit loose. Tuck that pelvis. Get a little give in your knees. Now we're going to see that light 3 feet below. We're going to visualize that or feel into it. And it's coming up, and it's reaching the perineum. And now I'm pulling it up. And what I love to imagine is the inside of my body just aglow with this light as I pull it up, and circling our hands down and around. And I'm feeling that energy front and back too, coming up and it comes back in like a funnel back into the body. So I'm seeing the light again and breathing that in. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale, down and around. And again, breathing that light in. Up, down, and around. So, then coming. So, breathing that light in. Down and around. Sometimes I like to pause. You can keep going. I believe that was 4. Sometimes I like to pause when I get up at the top and just really feel that central channel of light coming all the way in. It's like a beam, you know, that just beam of golden white light coming through. So breathing that up. And coming back down and around, funneling in to that point of light down below. Breathing that light up in through the center of the center. And up. And getting connected. It's so interesting. As I'm doing this, I can feel little parts of my body unwinding some tension. I just felt a little pop of tension in my shoulders and my back. And don't be surprised if you get really hot doing this, because when you start moving this energy through your body, you will start to generate that heat. And that's okay. Just noticing how you feel. And pulling that up. And coming back around. Let's do one more time. My apologies, I lost track of the sequence of number. And bringing that back up and around. And another thing I want to say about this is it's okay to go as fast or as slow as you need to focus. There's some days where sometimes I have a little trouble connecting and I really have to go slow. And then once I get into the rhythm, by the time I get to this sequence, I'm like, and I can really feel it. So that's the first sequence. Now let's do the second sequence. You're going to see that light 3 feet above you in your mind's eye. And also practicing this in front of a mirror is really activating as well. So see that light, it's coming down. And as soon as I feel it around my crown, I just get this like, and exhale up. And what I do want to say to this is what I learned from my teacher as well is that with the breath, we also want to trust our body to exhale through the nose, or if you need to, through the mouth. There's a lot of times, keep going, there's a lot of times that a lot of toxins get released during the breath. So sometimes I will even breathe in, and in Kundalini yoga, we'll do the sometimes I just have to like exit that energy, which really helps to clear your toroidal space. So let's call that 3. And breathing down. And you're inhaling all the way down, even through the exchange. Seeing that light go all the way down, making that beam of connection and up. 4. Breathing down. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Complete that. Now let's do this one. So you're going to see those points of light 3 feet down below, 3 feet above, and they're going to drop. It kind of looks like, in my mind's eye, it looks like the New York ball drop during New Year's is how I perceive it for myself. And whatever comes to your mind, just trust that. And now feeling that light merge at the solar plexus. And now I feel it separate. And if you do Tai Chi or Qigong, it'll be a little bit easier for you. Loop around. Breathing it down and up, merging at the solar plexus, separating that light, feeling that beam going straight through you. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And coming back to center. And now just take a subtle moment to just tune into how you're feeling now. Is there anything different? Just noticing. I can actually feel, for me, in just that minimal sequence, I can feel that heat in my body. And I felt like these little spaces kind of pop a little bit and come into alignment. So if you did the practice at all, and I would love if you could put in the chat what came up for you. What did you notice? Did you feel any of that loosening that I was speaking to? How was that for you? Is there anything that you would like me to repeat or show you again or explain? Oh, I'm feeling so much better. I woke up with some tension, and the thing that I love about the Torus field is that It's very fast. It's very activating. When I lose touch with my center or being grounded, this will be one of the first practices that I come to. It's so incredibly potent, and I highly recommend that you take it on for yourself and see how it affects you. The last 3 weeks, one of my close, dear family members came down with a diagnosis, and we're upholding his health. And I lost my center. I allowed myself to stop doing my Torus field practice. I stopped tuning into my breath. And lo and behold, wouldn't you know it, that when I decided to make that bounce back and not let circumstance affect me, even with this person not being in full health at this moment, once I returned to my center, I I'm just, the suffering disappeared. It went away, and I suddenly got, it's like, why do we have to learn these lessons over and over again, right? But we do. We're humans, we forget. And I came right back to my Taurus field, and that was when shifts started happening. I was more available for support for my family that needed it. I was more available for this person that needed my love, energy, and attention. Whereas before, I was showing up from a very depleted space, and this just checked me right back into my body sovereignty. And ah saw that, thank you. I love, we have deep connection, body and light. It was a great experience. I feel more connected with my body and in flow, feeling clear. Yes, thank you. I'm like, this is what I want to happen for you. And it will grow even more. And here's the other beautiful thing about visualization, right? We've heard this before. Your brain does not know the difference between what is really happening and what you're visualizing. So if you want to lie in bed and do this and just visualize yourself moving through the sequence, I have found that that still profoundly impacts me. I still get hot too in my body, which really surprised me, because I was like, oh, I'm not moving. Why am I, like, I had to pull blankets off, and it was really fun. Um, the other thing about this as well is that it's like the subtle energy body knows too when you're going to go to sleep. So I've been someone in the past that has suffered with insomnia, and doing this before I go to bed, I thought, because I'm like, oh, I can't do the Taurus field before bed. It's going to activate, charge me, and I'm going to be like ready to go. But it actually didn't. It really calmed my nervous system, and it helped me to have a really good sleep. You can wake up in the morning, you can lie there. You can be sitting down in a chair. If you're in a wheelchair, you can still do it. It's just getting connected to your body, to your energy centers in alignment, and knowing that our emotional biofield, our energetic field, that things that happen to us right now and in our past, it kind of reminds me of the rings in a tree. You know how you can see the age of the tree and it expands out? Well, your Taurus field energetically is similar, because the things that happen to us in childhood are on the outer edges of our solar field, toroidal field. And as we move in closer, it's the age we are. So whatever age you are, you're going to have your stuff in your immediate field. And by doing the Taurus field, what's so amazing is that things that came up, past traumas, past emotions that you've been dealing with, memories, patterns that you have that you do in your life, they will be affected by this. It's like where we get to send out this subtle energy medicine that goes out into our field and starts healing the entirety of our life. And sound healing also works the same way. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm so grateful to pour into all of you, and I look forward to more. And we're going to definitely be doing these practices more, because I have actually gotten some requests from people saying, I need to practice with people that want to practice, that want to do it. And I think, like, where we singing is praying twice, I think meditating together is praying twice too, and beyond, and it affects the field. So the more that we can do these things together and activate the field, um, the more powerful that we get and those around us get. So remember, when I grow, you grow, and when you grow, I grow. Let's keep doing this conscious work, everyone. I love you so much. Thank you all for being here. Yes, so good to do it in a group. Oh my gosh. I love you all. All right, talk soon.